everybody. I'm Marvin Jackson, and welcome to Sideline Report. We're going to be talking some football, but first we're going to start out with basketball. We have a special guest along with Donna Hopkins and Lou Holder. Our special guest is Sonia Chase. She played basketball in the area, McDonough High School in the Baltimore area, and also the University of Maryland. And then she played in the WNBA. Sonia Chase with us today, and we're celebrating that she has been named the ambassador of the 2026 CIAA Basketball Tournament. Welcome to the show, Sonia.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, Sonia has done so much philanthropy work. You've done so much for the community. And first, we're going to talk about that CIAA tournament, though. How exciting is that for you, since the tournament is in Baltimore and you're a Baltimore native?
Absolutely. What a great question to start off with. So first of all, as you mentioned, I'm just so proud to have been chosen by the CIAA and the commissioner, Jackie Williams Parker, as ambassador for this year's tournament. I'm super excited to go home, come back home and represent for the tournament. I think the CIAA tournament represents so much, right? It represents so much more than basketball. It's about culture, community, creating pathways for future leaders, I believe, and really to serve as an ambassador for the 2026 tournament is deeply meaningful to me, not only as a former student athlete and professional player, but also as someone committed to using sports as a vehicle for opportunity, education, and really just lasting impact. So I'm so honored to help celebrate the legacy of the CIAA and inspire. I'm very excited to inspire the next generation on and off the court, as we say.
You'll be there most of the week, and so will one of our favorites. We always do a lot with the CIAA tournament, and Mayor Brandon Scott. He's just so active. I mean, he actually opened and closed my CIAA show last year. Have you gotten to talk to him about the tournament as well?
I did hear him on this morning's press conference, which was an amazing press conference that had all the leaders from the CIAA led by Commissioner Jackie Williams Parker. And it was great to hear Mayor Scott speak about just the tradition of Baltimore and it being a sports town, and how every single year, right, the last few years, the Baltimore has welcomed the CIAA tournament into the community and embraced it. And it's just great to see all the fans come out and all the families supporting it. I think it's one of the favorite times of Mayor Scott because he's a basketball person. He's a basketball guy. And I truly believe if you gave him a jersey, he'd probably jump out there and start, just playing and running around and just having fun because he truly enjoys the game. So it's a great time. It's a great time for basketball, and it's a great time for Baltimore, the city of Baltimore as well.
Sonia, what an honor for you to get this recognition because of the things that you have done outside of basketball, inside the local communities, and what you've done with your foundations. And I know you played in my tournament for years, but talk a little bit about what you have done impacting this area, even more so with the kids, with your foundation and the other things that you're doing in the community outside of your platform, basketball. You've done a lot in the local community.
Absolutely. So outside of the tournament, obviously that's coming, right? They kept emphasizing 27 days. This is home for me. This is my city. Baltimore helped shape my grit, my resilience, my belief in what sports can do for young people in the community. And so that's why it means so much to me in terms of basketball was more than a game for me growing up in Baltimore. It was structure, discipline, hope, opportunity, right? It gave me a sense of belonging and direction as a young age. And it taught me lessons that still guide me today. I think that's why events like the CIAA tournament matter. They're not just about competitions. They are about cultural moments that inspire young people to dream bigger than what's possible. And that's what happened when, we played in your tournament, right? Even as a retired, athlete, we always would dream. Basketball gives you an opportunity to dream what's possible. And being affiliated with your wonderful tournament each and every year, the purpose driven behind that was all about community. And I think for me, where my nonprofit comes in, it stems back from me being a child and understanding how basketball has showed up in my life. And so that's why I'm so dedicated to come back to the community. The last 16 years since 2009, having 13,000 kids come through the program and knowing that I'm proud to have lived the athlete journey from earning a gold medal at the U.S. Olympic Festival to becoming the first woman drafted from the University of Maryland to the WNBA, and then playing all around the world in Greece, Turkey, and China as a professional athlete over, for 10 years. So those experiences gave me a front row seat to business, governance, and really responsibility of sports, not just on the court, but also behind the scenes.
Yeah, Sonia, it's great to have you join this wonderful tournament. I mean, when it came to Baltimore, first couple of years, people were trying to find out how is this transition going to be from Charlotte up to Baltimore. And each year, it's just got more and more traction in the Baltimore area. Now what Kareem Swinton is doing, and you mentioned Jackie Williams Parker. Again, Marvin and I were there last year. Was the best and the worst. Knowing that. Right before the men's championship game, we got word that, Angie Stone had passed away, and the way that they even handled adversity. I mean, just everything, the leadership from Jackie, and then what the city with Kareem Swinton and the mayor is doing. It's just become one of those things now, even in the February, March where it's cold. I mean, the warmth, the hotels, the schools are coming out, and to have you now part of this whole experience and family thing, it really is exciting, and so glad that you're on board with it.
Absolutely. No, you bring up some touching moments, right? In past history with how CIAA and how classy they are and professional they are with paying homage to folks, during times that might have been obviously challenging during that time of last year. And, February is when you think of February, you think of CIAA, right? You think of this will be, February is Black History Month. And as our history is being erased, right, and rewritten, it's so important than ever, I think, to highlight the history of the CIAA. So yeah, it's an amazing time, and I'm very excited. They kept saying 27 more days, so I guess we're counting down each day, because it's going to be a great opportunity for people to come out and enjoy some wonderful basketball, and also other things that are going on outside of the game of basketball, which is at CFG. There's other events that are going to bring in opportunity to the city, bring in revenue for the city, which is what Visit Baltimore and the mayor and all the folks get really excited about also, because that's good for the city, right? It's a good business opportunity for the city as well.
I know you went to Maryland. Do you have a favorite team in the CIAA?
So, that's a setup question. So I think I'm going to stay neutral, but I'm going to do it like this. I always keep it in the family, right? So my dad, he actually went to Bowie State Institute back in the day when it was called Bowie State Institute. I don't even know if you guys remember that, but he ran track. His name was Theodore Chase. He ran track and set a lot of different records back in those days. So if I had to go for any team, or just say that maybe I'm pulling for a team, it might be Bowie, just because of the relationship there through my dad. But I'm going to stay neutral because as the ambassador, it's very important as the official ambassador to be able to root for all the teams and do that in a way where I'm showing support for everybody that's competing and pouring out their hearts to win the championship.
Sonia, that's a good answer, Sonia. That's a good answer, Sonia.
Thank you.
That's an ambassador answer, Sonia.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't fall
for the okie doke.
No, not at all. No, I'm too seasoned for that. I've been around too long for that.
Definitely.
Yeah, the tournament is February 24th through the 28th. And like she said, 27 more days. And everybody come out and support the CIAA Basketball Tournament, women's and men's. And it's right there in Baltimore. Before you go, Sonia, who's your favorite team in the Super Bowl? I know you're a Ravens fan and they didn't get there, but do you have a team that you think might win it?
So that's also another setup question because, I got to stay neutral, right? You never know who's going to be in the stands rooting for the different teams and things of that nature. So I want to be supported and I want to show support for everyone. Before I give you my answer though, I do want to say, and I would be remiss if I didn't say this, but please, if you're listening to this, please use the special code Sonia, SONIA, for $50 off for the weekend general admission tickets. I do want to say that if you visit CIAAtournament.org, you'll be able to just go on there and put on SONIA for $50 off for the weekend general admission tickets. So please do that sooner than later because tickets will sell out. And my answer is, drum roll please, Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Only because the other team used to beat up on my team, Baltimore.
That's right. Sonia, also you have a great organization called Chase Your Dreams.
Yes.
Named after you, I guess. And how do people get in touch with you on that? Is there
I appreciate the
website or something?
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate the question. So we do have social media. We have the organization is called Chase Your Dreams Academy. CYDacademy.org is our website. Again, CYDacademy.org. And Chase Your Dreams Academy on LinkedIn. Also, on Instagram, it's Sonia Chase Basketball. You can reach us on Instagram at Sonia Chase Basketball and Facebook at Sonia Chase Basketball. But, each and every year, we basically, this program has started the last 16 years. We cater to kids that are at risk and underprivileged. So we provide programs such as financial literacy, such as sports, conflict resolution. Listen, we have people from opposite sides of the gangs, right? Opposite sides of the railroad tracks come to our camps. And we say that if you can get along in camp and shake hands and get along in camp and show sportsmanship, then when you're out in your communities, you can put your guns down, you can put the knives down, you can get along. You might not have to be best friends with everyone, but you can get along in your community. And that's what we intend to continue to push in our communities for our youth. That they, learn how to settle things without terrible opportunities happening to kids in the community, right? And just try to get along and be more peaceful. But we have to work with our children. There's strategies that you have to put in place to do that. And so my camps really cater toward that. So they don't just run around all day. We actually have structure. We have modules. We have, again, financial literacy. We feed the kids. And you can reach us at CYDacademy.org. You can also donate on that donates page. We're also always taking donations because this is a nonprofit 501c3 charity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sonia, for joining us on Sideline Report, and all the best in your role as ambassador of the CIAA Basketball Tournament. Coming up, Lou and Donna will stay with me as we talk some Super Bowl football, and we'll talk about some of the coaching changes around the NFL. So don't go away.